Right, here I am at Action Equipment, Action All-Terrain Equipment, Kawasaki dealers here in Tauranga, and I've come to order some parts for my KLR, which is just there, but they have this thing here. This is a Kawasaki Versys 1000, inline 4. Sounds beautifully smooth and quiet. I've read good reviews about it on YouTube, so I thought while I'm here I'll take this for a little test ride. So that's it, nice colour. It's just warming up. Up aboard. I love that power. 120 horsepower apparently. Steering feels wants to sit up straight. I've got to get used to the riding characteristics compared to the KLR, because the KLR has got a 21-inch front wheel on the front and it just a huge amount of inertia and it just likes to go straight, doesn't like to turn so much. This thing has got a 17-inch front wheel. The steering geometry is completely different. Oh yep, certainly wants to get up and go. Now I'm not a bike reviewer by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, this is only the second road bike of this type that I've ever ridden, and the first one was only a, well, not only, it was a Tiger XRX, but it was only a very short ride, and I just did a quick video on my iPhone with it. So I'm extremely inexperienced, but one of the reasons why I wanted to ride this thing was to get a bit more feel for a road bike. It certainly feels quite different, as you'd expect, but nice, you know, comfortable. That screen, the screen is on its lowest position, and it's really comfy. You know, I don't feel any wind at all. Now, I was talking about traction control set to level 3, the least intrusive apparently. Got two power settings, either low or high, or full and low and full, I think they call it, yeah. So we're on full power, so we're getting the full 120 horsepower. We do have ABS, but don't know whether it's switchable. We'll just check through the menu once we stop and see if we can do that. These mirrors are good. They look narrow, but a good field of vision, you know, across them. See both lanes quite easily on either side of me. Nice big tank. I don't know what size it is. I'll stick some vital statistics on the end of the video anyway. Yeah, it feels nice though. Very nice. Yeah, nicely balanced bike. I feel, although I'm not used to riding this sort of machine, certainly don't feel it awkward on it at all. Feels nice. Feels quite light. I don't know how heavy it is, but again, I'll put the figures up at the end of the video once I find out. I think it's a touring bike. It'll be very nice, very comfortable. But anyway, we'll get on the expressway shortly and see how it feels in the wind, high speed. Legs feel a little bit more cramped than on the KLR because of the lower seat height, but not uncomfortable yet. I don't know how I'd feel over a longer distance, because I've got both my knees are a bit dodgy. they get sore. Feels okay here at the moment. Accelerates nicely. Bit harder to filter, it just feels a bit heavier than my bike, but that's me, just not used to it. But I think once I get a bit of confidence on it, I'll be alright. It's quite flickable. Oh, we're in top gear. We don't have a gear selector, a gear indicator. 100 kilometers an hour, just under 4,000 revs. Getting a tiny bit of vibration through the handlebars, engine vibration. Not much though. Well, that's screen height feels good. I might alter it and play around and see what it's like at the. It just feels a quite buffety in terms of noise. My head's not waving all over the place. I have a peak on this helmet, and that's not causing any concern. But it is very noisy, so I'm just wondering if I'll try it with the screen a bit higher and see if that makes it. It's on its lowest setting now, I think. Faster speed, it actually feels a bit better. It just feels beautiful. Planted, safe, comfortable, really nice, really nice. Yeah, well, I might not have much experience on road bikes, but boy, I like this. I could quite happily go touring on this machine. Love that engine. Keep in top gear, 3,000 revs. Can't hear anything, that's the trouble. Into fifth. I think it's got 6 gears in it. Don't know much about it, do I? Go around, low deck is nicey. Sounds like it's ripping its head off at 5,000 revs, but that's just me. I'm just not used to it. Right, we'll turn off here and give it a try on some windy road. I must say that indicator switch is a lot nicer than my one. You'd think it'd be the same, wouldn't you? But I mean, they're both Kawasaki. In we go, easy. The old counter steering. got a sort of ride with a bit of purpose. It might sound strange, but as compared to the KLR, the KLR you got to sort of manhandle the bloody thing around, but this wants to ride a lot better, and I'm just not used to it. This thing is very nicely balanced. It sort of wants to stay upright a bit better, but it does turn in. Once it does turn into the corners nicely. I need a lot more time on it. Counter steering is good. If you think you're going a bit fast into the corner, just lean on the inside handlebar. Suspension feels good. Not having any issues with the traction control like I did with the Triumph Tiger. That sort of was very intrusive, but I didn't play with the settings on that, so yeah, this is nice. Corrugation's on the corner. What's that going to do to me? Nothing. So I'm more scared of the corrugations, I think, than the bike is. No trouble at all. Out in front of me, lady. See, I don't feel as I'm going very fast, but I just looked down at the speed and 85, 90 k's around those corners with ease. Consummate ease. I don't know what gear I'm in, but it's pulling quite nicely. 2,500 revs. I suppose you'd expect that from a 4-cylinder bike with a decent amount of torque. See, I pulled away from 2,500 revs in top gear, past that car easily. Gearbox is very smooth. I'm not used to that either. Just a flick of the old toe and she's in gear. I suppose this is a good time to talk about slow urban riding. Not too much traffic. This is a 60 km/h speed limit road, but we're doing 53 because this guy in front seems to be in a bit of a slow mood, but that's okay. It's nice. I'm in third gear, I think. Pretty sure it is third, and feels nice. Very responsive. If I give the throttle a little twist, she wants to get up and go. 2,500 revs again. don't think the seat's as comfortable as my KLR. Having said that, I did get the KLR one custom made. But I mean, this is a nice wide seat. I think it's just a matter of getting used to it. It feels comfortable. In that it's not too soft, not too hard, it's nice and wide. Feels like it's got good support. It's just my bum is getting a little bit sore, but that's probably more to do with me being a little bit tense, not relaxing properly. Now there's a car park there. Am I going when we look at that? Church car park. Right, let's just have a look at this thing. So, there it is. The Kawasaki Versys 1000, resplendent and pretty green. Got a centre stand, always handy. Side stand, bit of a structure out the side here that holds the pillion foot bags. I would imagine the idea of that is because it's fairly wide across the beam there, and then when you've got panniers on, probably a good idea to have your legs out. I love the front of it. I think that just looks awesome. Amazing. Love that front. Your 4 pipes. Has got ABS. I could feel it working. Don't know how to work it though yet. Looks like we've got on the go adjustable rear suspension, adjustable preload anyway. Feels like it's on the softest setting. That's fine. And we've got adjustable preload on the front as well, front suspension. That's pretty awesome. Oh, look, and we've got on the bottom of the shock, you can just see in there, I think, just down where my finger's pointing, is rebound adjustment on the shock. So that's cool. That is cool. Up top, we've got, let me get back on here again. What have we got here? We've got ABS light is on, engine light's on. Got clock, we've got fuel. So I'll do it with the gloves on. So push select, so we can change our power setting to low or high. Push select again, it's our traction control setting. 3, 2, 1. Or off. Leave it on 3. What else can we do? That's it. That's all the button does. What do these buttons do? Oh, that changes the... no, so they are different, these buttons. That's odometer, I would say. Trip A, trip B, then litres per 100 kilometres. Average fuel consumption 6.3 litres per 100 k's. Range, clock, and then 139 kilometres altogether. So she's still bloody new, this thing. Bloody new. We'll go back on clock so we know what time it is. presume it's right. And we'll just check on the old timepiece. No, it's not right. Half an hour out. So I could have gone home and seen my partner and shown off. Oh, never mind. What does this button do? Outside temperature, coolant temperature, so it's 22 degrees outside, and engine temperature is 91. That's it. Got a couple of little places there to put power supplies. I would say that's what that was for. Yeah. And everything else, oh, pretty usual, pretty normal. Oh, now, while I'm here, let's see if we can play with the screen. So it's just two knobs. Oh, it wasn't right down. It was just up a wee bit. We'll try it right up. In the highest position. Get me. Pants have come off a bit. We'll try it in that highest position and see how that feels. Oh, we know the kickstand interlock works. I've put it in gear with the stand still down and the motor went off. So it appears the ABS is not switchable, which is, I suppose that's alright, because you don't want to be taking this thing off-road anyway. The screen looks it's a bit intrusive being up that high, you know, from the visual point of view. Still getting just a bit buffety around the head, but again, it's not affecting the helmet at all. It's the normal sort of buffeting, you know. Get down underneath it, it's fine. Oh, now I can see that I've got my visor up. The screen on that higher setting, and it's fine. It's actually quite pleasant. It's nice. I like it. Give that the tick of approval. It's actually better going faster. Getting a wee bit buffety that this 90k is behind another car. Yeah, the buffeting goes away once you go a bit faster. Isn't that interesting? So I think overall value for money, I think this is a good bike. It's similar price to the Suzuki V-Strom. You certainly get a lot more for your money. You get a 4-cylinder engine to start with. Yeah, you've got adjustable front suspension. I'm not sure the Suzuki does or not, but I really don't care. I just don't like the Suzuki. It's got a ugly instrument panel that I don't like. I've never actually ridden one, so I've got to be a little bit careful. Every time I've tried to ride one, I go into the dealership and they won't let me ride one. They don't. Their excuses, they don't have a demonstrator. They're quite happy to let me ride the old model, but I don't want to ride the old model. I want to ride the new one. and just sitting on it feels quite nice on the Suzuki, but this feels equally as nice. I like the fact this has got the adjustable preload on the rear spring on the go. I like the traction control. I like actually you'll go the other way, thinking. Yeah, I just like the feel of this bike. Like the screen's nice, adjustable screen. I like it either up or down. It does. I'd have to ride it a bit more to figure out the best place for it, but certainly with it up, I can ride at normal highway speeds with my visor up, so that's really nice. Nice on the summertime. It handles lovely. Nice. It's quite flexible. When I first hopped on it, I felt really out of sorts because I'm simply not used to it. I'm not used to a road bike, full stop. But boy, now I just feel really at home on it. After an hour, almost an hour of riding it, I feel really good. I love it. It's almost just want to take it home. The mirrors are a bit, I mean, while the mirrors themselves seem good, good vision and they don't vibrate at all, these things, the uprights, they're a bit clunky. I think they could probably have done a better job with the styling there. I'd forgotten all about the vibration, so it can't be that bad, but I'm just noticing it now at this speed. What, 80 k's? I'm only in third and fourth gear. No, I was in fifth gear. In sixth gear, it's still a little bit there as well. Oh no, it's not offensive. Oh, I think I was supposed to go up that road. Wait a minute, we'll get off up here. But it is there. It's not as, I mean, I would have expected an inline four to be really smooth, but it's not. It's just a bit, there's vibration. There's a little bit coming through the, tiny bit through the pegs, a little bit more through the handlebars. But for me, it's something I can quite easily forgive because I'm used to it anyway, and the rest of the bike is just so nice. Yeah, here I am going on with the normal open road speed limit, 100 kilometers an hour, with my visor up, and it's really comfortable. Just with the screen on its full height. My bum's settling in now too. I feel a lot more comfortable now. The pain's gone out of my bottom, so it was just me tensing up, not relaxing, but I feel good now. Coming to the end of the ride, I feel a bit guilty. I've already used 1/5 of the fuel indicator. It's gone. It's been a good circuit though. Fourth gear. Third. Second it should be. Tits.